चलिए, इस बीच हमारे साथ फिर जुड़े हैं मिस्टर एन शिवरामन, होल्डिंग डायरेक्टर एल&टी फाइनेंस के। सर, थैंक्स वेरी मच फॉर जॉइनिंग इस। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आप इस कार्यक्रम में शामिल हो रहे हैं एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव पर। अब क्योंकि शुक्रवार को गाइडलाइंस आ चुकी हैं, आरबीआई इनका खुलासा कर चुका है, इसको पढ़ने के बाद, समझने के बाद, आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल काइंड ऑफ होमवर्क, योर टेक ऑन दिस, और कितना फिट मानते हैं आप इन गाइडलाइंस के बीच में एल&टी फाइनेंस को एक पॉसिबल कैंडिडेट फॉर बैंकिंग लाइसेंस?
Well, we are from our eligibility and our past track record, as well as the from a kind of compliance track record. Yes, definitely we do enjoy a good brand and good image with the regulators and good standing with all the stakeholders. So I think given our spread of businesses also, it's something which is almost like a bank on the asset side. So it definitely makes us the transition far easier for us.
But Mr. Shivaraman, I just want to ask is that how comfortable is, or how beneficial is, or how fruitful is to work like a bank or like a NBFCs?
Well, there are two pieces. One is from a business effectiveness perspective. While we have built our business as a non-banking finance company, as a bank, there are a few advantages that will be available. One, of course, is the ability to participate in a larger revenue pool. That's basically providing more services to our clients as compared to only providing loan out of NBFC. That's one important advantage. The second is that we can also expand the client segment that we service, that the number of clients can go up because we will be able to service all kinds of clients. The last piece is that you also can work to use a larger level of leverage, which means that you can operate this business with a relatively smaller quantum of equity as compared to a non-banking finance company of a similar size. So all these are very clearly advantages. The second is that from a supervision and regulatory perspective, the regulatory framework is pretty much converging between the bank and non-banking finance company. And consequently, even the supervision levels are also as serious as a large bank. Like we are also a large NBFC, so the RBI does look at us very more carefully in terms of how they regulate us. So in all this perspective, I think we should it's going to be beneficial to become a bank, while we have built a model around a non-banking company which are also sustainable in the longer term, with or without a banking license.
Okay, Mr. शिवरामन, आपसे ये पूछना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि बीते 1 साल में, बीते 6 महीने में, बीते 8 महीने में बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री वाकई डिपॉजिट्स ग्रोथ को बढ़ाने में काफ़ी मुश्किल आ रही है। क्या ये कुछ ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो कि चैलेंजेस हैं बैंकिंग बिजनेस में, और शायद आपको भी इससे जूझना पड़ेगा, और ऐसे में आपको नए इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, नए कहीं ना कहीं पैसा उगाने के तरीके उगाने पड़ेंगे आपको? ये एक चैलेंज है बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री के आगे इस वक्त?
See, first is you would have seen that there are banks which have grown at about 20-30% year on year. There are banks which have grown at about 10-15% also. So there is a wide range of growth that is there. It is a function of their current size. It is also a function of what kind of client segment they are able to service, and how are they able to have adequate capital to be able to service this kind of a loan book size. So all three are important. So in that context, given our size and the current capital available, I don't see growth to be a major concern for us, even in a banking format.
मैं एक चीज़ और जानना चाहूँगा, इनफैक्ट कम्बिनेशन ऑफ 2 क्वेश्चंस। इनफैक्ट एक तो ये कि आपको अपने कारोबार का लगभग 25% हिस्सा ग्रामीण भारत में करना पड़ेगा, रूरल इंडिया में। क्या इस परसेंटेज से आप खुश हैं? और दूसरी बात ये भी है कि जो पैसा की ज़रूरत है इस सिस्टम में, वो प्रमोटर ग्रुप के पास रखा गया है। उस मुद्दे पे आप क्या कहेंगे? क्योंकि आप प्रमोटर्स को लैंड नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन पैसा जुटाने की जिम्मेदारी प्रमोटर के पास है। इस मुद्दे पे आप क्या कहेंगे?
Well, the 25% rural presence is not such a large obligation, right? In the context of that, this is going to be built over a period of time. We are not going to, we will have, let's say 200 branches in the first year or 2 operations. What we need to have is about 50 branches in the rural areas, right? It's not going to be really a stress or stretch in building it up quite well. Yes, it will have a cost. Maybe there will be marginal revenue that will come through from these branches. But also a very large source of, let's say, priority sector lending. They are also a large source of deposits. So in that context, I see them to be maybe break even to marginal losses in these branches. So they do not really detract from the overall performance of the bank as a whole in a very significant way. The second piece of the areas you talked about, the promoter contributions. I think we are L&T as a group is a very large promoter. Plus we also have a listed holding company which can definitely raise capital. Its market cap is very significant. It's not immaterial market cap at the moment. So there is an ability to raise capital in multiple levels, definitely.
मिस्टर शिवरामन, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप इस कार्यक्रम में जुड़े और L&T फाइनेंस का व्यू क्या है इस पूरे घटनाक्रम के मद्देनजर और इन बैंकिंग गाइडलाइंस पर आपने शेयर किया हमारे साथ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इस कार्यक्रम में शामिल होने के लिए। निफ्टी बंद होने के कगार